For me, I think this project is helping the higher education educators in Nepal to develop the students' 21st century skills. As I understood, the 21st century skills for me is the generic skills that is related to four broad categories. The first skills related to the ways of working like communication, collaboration and cooperation. The second skills is related to the ways of thinking like learning to learn, metacognition, creativity, and problem solving. The third skills is related to the tools for working like generic digital skills, pedagogical digital skills, the subject specific digital skills. The fourth, but not the least, this skill is related to life skills like integrating the subject knowledge into real life context, indigenous knowledge, global citizenship, and other culture and life related skills. As a prospective teacher in higher education in Nepal, I think 21st century skills are important for today's citizens to cope in the market needs. The workplace today is demanding a versatile human resource who are not competent only in context-specific knowledge but equally competent in its communication skills, digital skills, and life skills. The workplace today is demanding the workforce who are creative, critical, and problem solvers in professional works. Therefore, these kinds of skills are very important to integrate it in educational delivery. These skills in education are not only important in Nepal but in the globe too. Thank you.
Namaste, I am Madhu Neupane Bastola, lecturer at the Department of English, Tribhuvan University, Nepal. In this project, I am working as a team leader for preparing a course entitled Educational Guidance and Counseling. There have been various activities in the implementation phase of the project. First, we had a faculty meeting on 25th September 2020 in which we were informed about the approval of the project and plan for its implementation. In the kick-off meeting held on 28 September 2020, the goals, intended outcomes, and expectations of the programs were shared. Second, to address the first outcome of the project, that is designing a master program on 21st century pedagogy, a structure for the master's degree program was prepared through discussions among members. Then we were divided into different groups to work on various courses. The team for each course was prepared involving experts from Tribhuvan University, Nepal Open University, and participating Finnish universities. Since then, we have been working on the assigned courses individually as well as collaboratively. We have also attended two workshops which were instrumental in preparing course with due consideration to the integration of ICT and the development of 21st century skills. In between, we have had various meetings to share the courses as well as have provided and received feedback. So far, the courses have been prepared and approved by the faculty board. Although the plan for piloting has somehow been delayed because of a raging pandemic here in Nepal, we are going to start piloting soon. Participating in this project has been a great learning opportunity for me. Since I joined Tribhuvan University, I have been involved in designing various courses. However, this is the first time I have designed a course in a participatory manner and received and provided feedback in the process. The project has created a good platform to learn from each other and develop our digital skills. I consider this participatory learning to be the most important achievement for me. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be the part of this project.
So in this particular project, one of the biggest challenges was how to establish the co-creation mechanism among the experts of the 4 different universities. Since we envisioned this project as truly collaborative in nature, we wanted all the courses of output 1 and the training materials of output 3 to be co-created by the experts of all the respective universities. So initially it was a big challenge for us to bring this big team together from Nepal and Finland due to the cultural differences, understanding of the contextual issues, and the time zone differences. So in order to address this challenge, what we did was we created a group including the members from all the respective institutions, and we designated output leaders for each output, and we requested them to organize a series of virtual meetings in order to share their mutual understandings of the project output, clarify their roles, share their expectations from the members of the group, and discuss the key issues and concerns that they had in the beginning of the project. So when the output leaders were designated, we distributed the output leaders between Finnish and Nepali universities, and this kind of mutual interaction contributed to bring harmony among the group members and create a common ground to work together for the entire project cycle. So that was the first challenge, and that's how we overcame that particular challenge. Now another challenge for us was to make key decisions on the contents to be included in each course that we are working on. So the key experts from all these 4 universities who are involved in designing the curriculum and the courses, they did not necessarily have the comprehensive expert knowledge in the particular course that we were designing in this particular program, because this program is entirely new. Program of this nature has not been implemented in any universities in Nepal. So this particular program is a combination of several subjects such as education, pedagogy, technology, and 21st century skills, and so on. So this is a multidisciplinary program. So we wanted the experts to be engaged in the discussion of how each discipline, how elements of different disciplines could be brought together to weave a kind of nice 21st century skills and online pedagogy program. What we did was we engaged the experts from all these universities to go through series of interaction and brainstorming session where we asked them to bring different elements from various disciplines to create the course that we were designing in this new MA program. So at this particular phase, there was a risk of either content overloading or over technology dominance. What we needed in this particular program was the balance between content, pedagogy, technology, and 21st century skills. So in order to have this balance that I mentioned earlier, what we adopted was we adopted an organic model of curriculum development in which we first brainstormed in a bigger group together what needs to be included in each course. Of course, the first round of discussion was very interesting. The list was very long and overwhelming. And after that initial brainstorming, we formed teams of the key experts for each course, including the representatives of all the collaborating universities in Finland and in Nepal. And each team then drafted the outlines for each course that we are working on at the moment. So, once the first raw draft was developed, it was shared among all of us, and feedback was received. And there were a series of meetings for each course among the key experts from Nepal and Finland, and there was a very open and transparent discussion and communication among them to crystallize the idea for each course. So after a series of consultative meeting and workshop among the key experts from these 2 countries, the final drafts were developed. So once the final drafts were developed, they were shared in the whole groups in order to avoid any duplication and receive cross-course feedback. So the whole process evolved in an organic manner, and the key experts from Nepal and Finland, they worked on equal footing with full respect of their inputs and their contributions in each course. So talking about the timeline and how concerned we are because of this new COVID pandemic that is going on around the globe, of course we were worried and we were concerned about the project timeline, because when we designed this project in Ivascula a couple of years back, we did not anticipate COVID-19 pandemic and it hit the world. So we were not prepared. So we were, of course, very concerned about this project. But I must say that, and I must thank the entire team of this project, the project manager, project coordinators, and the entire teams from Finland and Nepal who have worked really very hard to develop backup plans for each phase of the project. So, in order to respond to the situation created by this COVID-19 pandemic, we increased the frequency of online interactions, and we have been able to accomplish so far what we have planned without making any compromise in the quality of the work that we envisioned when we conceived this project in Ivascula in Finland 1.5 years ago. So you are most welcome. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share few of my observations. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me in this interview. The concept of digital pedagogy in Nepal is a new concept. Neither it is taught in any higher education institution, nor has it been discussed much among the academia. Digital pedagogy means the use of digital technology in teaching learning activities. It is a meaningful integration of digital tools both in the content and pedagogy for classroom activities. People would not think that a separate degree would be required to use the digital tools in teaching learning. In this context, creating common understanding on the wider and purposeful use of the digital resources is the first challenge. The second challenge is to create a positive attitude of teachers toward the integration of ICT in teaching learning courses of higher education in Nepal. Similarly, 21st century skills were a buzz term, and people would think that they could use it in the pedagogy and assessment. So creating an understanding on the need of such a program is also a challenge. In order to address these challenges, we had a series of meetings with the university leadership, experts in the dean's office, teachers of faculty of education. We gave a series of presentations on how digital technology enhances pedagogy using the TPAG and other relevant framework. We also shared the experience of Finnish universities, TU and NAU of Nepal, how 21st century skills are integrated in higher education. Through series of discussion, we are able to develop a common understanding and we started the project. As one of the board member of the project, I can see that we are on the track and all project activities that had been planned are going on despite the first and second waves of the COVID-19 pandemic. The only activity that we had to postpone is the travel of the key expert from Nepal to Finland. We will do that when the situation becomes normal. Overall, I am happy the way project is moving forward and I am pleased to see the courses almost finalized. I am really excited to the next step that is piloting the courses among the members of the first cohort. It was pleasure. Thank you very much.